some point, backgammon and making content about it became less about the joy of the game, hanging out with awesome people, and being fun when you win and fun when you lose, to a game that was, well, about a lot of things, actually. For example,
PR improvements, absolute best plays, equity, winning percentages, double take, double pass, too good, shot counting, pip counting, difference counting, flexibility, connectivity, duplication, back game, opening strategies, middle game, end game, holding games, racing, priming, blitzing, advanced anchors, candlesticks, daily builders, time management, market losers, the golden point, opening rolls, bearing off, volatility, response, and worst of all, comparison to others. Whew. You know, all that stuff you need to know to be good at the game. Except for that last part, comparison, my enemy.
That's only scratching the surface, and I guess when you hang out with world caliber players from time to time, it can be really easy for that to happen. At least it did for me. I had lost my spark for backgammon, but I was determined to get it back. This game's too dang good to leave it by the wayside. I had to do something to fix the problem. And the only thing I could think of at the time was to take a little bit of a break. So I stepped away for a little bit. And it was a little longer than I wanted it to be. Still in there? Oh, you are good. Whew. Oh man, this is awkward. Embarrassing even. It was only supposed to be a week, maybe two. A month, 2 months maybe, tops. That time really flew by. Yeah, it did. Oh boy. Those batteries lasted a long time though, right? Right? Yeah, okay. Today we're talking about burnout and how I turned backgammon, the game I love, into a chore. Let's talk about why it happened and how you can potentially avoid it yourself. That way the game can continue to be fun when you win and fun when you lose, because dang, I miss that feeling. So let's take it back a few months.
The last video I was working on was for the Chicago Backgammon tournament back in May of 2024. It was a blast, but the mental drain I felt during and after was something I wasn't ready for.
All right, I just played a crazy long game. I'm getting coffee because it ended and now the next match is starting and it's go time. And I need caffeine because I am exhausted.
Being at a tournament, of course you want to play well.
We all do.
But something became very noticeable during the tournament. I wasn't having fun like I did in the past, and it wasn't for the lack of awesome people there.
It's this guy.
Or epic matches.
Man, it's everything you could have wanted and asked for in a backgammon match. It was just ups and downs, cubes, back and forth.
I was being hypercritical of my gameplay, blunders, and PR.
I need to win one of my next 2 matches to make it to day 2, so fingers crossed.
Yeah, you got it.
Yep, we'll see. I don't know.
Which for many of you right now, you might be wondering, yeah, so PR is important. And it is if you want to be a really good player, but that's never been my goal. At least not my primary goal.
Well, I was going through my matches and XG and analyzing them and seeing what I did right, seeing what I did wrong, screen recording, and ultimately roughing out the video. I had to pause for a little bit and think, what actually drew me to this game? Because it wasn't what I was doing right then. And after thinking about it for a little bit, it was easy. It was the joy of the game itself, the people I hung out with and met, the sounds, the beauty of the game. What could possibly happen after every roll? For me, for my opponent, the wild craziness that backgammon can be. That's what it was. Double sixes. What a way to end it. Ugh. Good game, I guess. You see this guy? Burnt out Jason equals not happy Jason. I don't like this guy. Oh, double sixes! That was sick. I thought I had you. That was awesome. Man, what a way to end it. Whew. Man. Okay. See? Look at this. Happy Jason. That's a good Jason right there. Even when he lost, he still won. So what did a few months away from backgammon teach me? Well, quite a few things actually, and we're going to get to that in a second. But remember, I'm not trying to be a world caliber player currently, so look at it through that lens. Now, I've got nothing against all of the great options we have for online backgammon or XG. They're all awesome, and I use them, and I will continue to use them. But when that's all I was doing and constantly analyzing my terrible moves, that does something to you. And it definitely did for me. Since realizing this, I've been hitting the coffee shops more and randomly bringing out my backgammon board at various events and family gatherings. And that first and foremost was such a pivotal change for me. I had gotten away from that, and it was good to be back. The laughter you get from playing in person, the raw energy, and when you roll that perfect joker to crush your opponent's hopes and dreams. It gets me out the door like no other. I once asked a pro about their studying routine, and they mentioned to me that they don't actually play very many full matches unless it was a tournament. Most of their time was spent analyzing positions that they'd done in the past and just going through things they might come across. So I started studying in a similar fashion. I have a lot of backgammon books, I've read them, I can recommend them, they're all great. And XG, what a great tool! But for me at least, when you start studying more than you're actually playing, that did something very negative to me for my appreciation of backgammon as a whole, and that was something that needed to change. Do I still study? Absolutely, but the ratio changed quite a bit from studying to playing. Showing the game to newcomers and getting them past the very basics is extremely fun, gratifying, and it really just gets me jazzed about the game. It also really cements the idea that, hey, maybe I kinda, sorta know what I'm doing, maybe? And I'm not gonna lie, when you see a new player trap you behind a 6' for the first time and see the excitement in their eyes, you shall not pass! Yeah, that's some good stuff right there. I'm here to have fun, and for the most part, so are my opponents, but when I forget about that, the bad dice and the overanalyzing eat me up and spit me out, and backgammon really becomes the cruelest game. You know, someone should really make a shirt about that. Oh wait. Of course, I want to play well, and I want the reason I lose a match to be because I didn't get the dice I needed, not because I blundered a bunch. Backgammon really is a game that takes a lifetime to master. Reminding myself that I've only been at it for several years is a really great way to just lean back, take a breath, and enjoy the process, all while steadily growing and incrementally getting better every day. And remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint. And bonus tip, don't compare yourself to others. That did me in really quick.
I hope these lessons were helpful to you, either now or in the future. They sure have been for me, and they've really helped me reconnect with the game in a big way. So, will I occasionally spiral back into the PR grind, comparison, overstudying, and all those other things that burnt me out in backgammon? Yeah, probably.
Why are you the way that you are?
That's all part of it, and I'd imagine this is a process that most people go through in their backgammon journey. Or maybe not, maybe it's just me, I have no idea. But ultimately it comes down to finding a balance that works best for you, and that's gonna take some experimenting and some playing around with. But I can honestly say when I stick to the given lessons, backgammon is fun when you win, and fun when you lose. And I lost sight of that for a long time, and it's something I don't want to lose. Reflection and coming back to the basics is always important for finding your way again. And you know what, maybe a year from now, I'll be trying to become a backgammon master and enjoying the process the whole way. But for now, that's not me, and I'm finally okay with that.